Hey everybody, have you ever worked with somebody who is extremely smart and knows what questions to ask during a meeting? They know exactly how to answer a question in a meeting, and they always seem to have great ideas. But there's just something about them that you can't put your finger on, but there's something that makes you slightly uneasy about them. And let's say this individual has given you no reason whatsoever not to like them, but there's just something about them. And you start looking further into it, and you start thinking, well, maybe it's my own insecurities. Maybe I'm experiencing a sense of imposter syndrome. What is it about this person? Is it that I'm jealous? Is it that I just feel like I'm not good enough when I compare myself to this individual and the abilities and all that they bring to the table for our team? If you start questioning that, there is an importance that you have to really fully explore this. It's something that you're feeling. It might not be real. This person might not even be realizing that they're putting you through this. I would say most of the time they don't. There are people that will correct others, and they know exactly how they're projecting themselves, and they have a very strong sense of ego.
I made $970,000 last year. How much you make? You see, pal, that's who I am, and you're nothing.
But let's say that you don't really know, and you're left with these feelings, especially after a meeting where you might say something and they correct you, or they might ask a question of you and you don't know, and you almost feel as if there's a sense that the person feels you should know, and that why don't you know how to answer this? But it's important to explore these feelings because it tells us a lot about ourselves. It tells us that we might actually feel that we're not as well prepared as that other individual, and that might be something that you really need to work on when you go into a meeting. It might be feelings that we're not good enough, and those are feelings that you must deal with, especially if you're aiming for a senior level leadership position. If you have insecurities, it's okay. We all have insecurities, but you really have to work on your insecurities and try to turn those insecurities into strengths. You can start working to become fully prepared so that when you interact with that person, that you're able to give the answers and you don't feel as if you are not as good as that individual. Also, it's important that we don't compare ourselves to other people. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but you can't let that define who you are. You have to define yourself by your strengths, how you can improve upon those strengths, and look at your weaknesses as potential strengths that just need to be worked on. We might not be at the same level as the intellectual individual that I'm talking about, but that's fine. We don't have to be. And there's going to be things that you do better than that person. That's automatic. So try not to compare yourself. When you get feelings that you feel insecure and that you feel there's somebody smarter than you, or there's something that you can't put your finger on about the person that just makes you uneasy, explore those feelings. Bring it back to how you can fix that in yourself and see how you can make some of those perceived weaknesses into potential strengths. Please feel free to comment down below. Please like and subscribe, and have a peaceful day.